What up, mongrels? Only out again after the last couple of camps where, you know, I've got people walking past me and stuff. I thought I'd go into one of the biggest woodlands on the Isle of Wight where I stand little to no chance of getting caught. Gonna string the hammock up, test out a homemade stove, which I made literally 5 minutes before I come. Don't know if it's gonna work. Sort of a mixture between a penny stove, white box stroke trangia thing. I have no doubt online there'll be instructions on how to make one. I don't think I've invented it, but I haven't watched any. I made it up as I went. Anyway, as long as it takes a cup, boil some water, I'm happy. Because I'm going to be cooking my scoff on a firebox to save me having a fire, a proper fire that is. Views for days on this walk up, but it is a steep hill and my lungs are pooping out my pooper. So rather than you listening to me gripe and moan my way up this hill in my wellies, I'll run a bit of B-roll.
What's that lurking in the woods? Is it a bear pulling its pud? Oh no, it's Nobby on the prowl again. Scratching his back against a tree, then digs a ditch and bends both knees to squat above it, dumping wild and free. Nobby, 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 pop man and pop beast to cook a roadkill feast for you. Nobby, Nobby, Nobby.
I've been up and down like a horse draws, trying to find a flat spot in this rather hilly woodland, and I think I'm getting there. But as you can see behind me, that drops right off. I'm trying to get deep into the woods, you know, so I'm out the way. Let me see if I can find it. Happy days.
He'd admit he looks sustained, surprised the hammock takes that weight. Yeah, he's no oil painting, that's for sure. And he don't suffer fools at all. He's got a friend with just one ball. Deep down we know he loves us all, but we never let it show. Nobby, 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 pop man and pop beast to cook a roadkill feast for you. Nobby, 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 you're gonna find him in the woods, gotta wonder what he's up to.
And there we have it. I've got my 10th wonder Sargasso tarp, Onewind hammock, 11-foot zippered, which I am currently really enjoying. One tigress underquilt, naturehike, snowbird -3, naturehike chair. Don't get simpler than that, does it? None of it top end kit, none of it cheap and nasty kit. Affordable, usable, buy whatever kit you bleeding like. That's what I'm using. I bought them string lights out with me again tonight, so I'll probably use them. I am going to get a brew on the go using my homemade stove, just to see if it works. What I've tried to do is be able to put a pot directly onto a penny stove. So yeah, we'll see if that works. Oh, I'm losing light fast. Right, so in short, I'm pretty sure you all know how to make a penny stove. If you don't, here's a little link of 3 different stoves you can make for next to nothing. Anyway, 2 Coke cans. What I've done around the rim is run round with a Stanley knife until I could pop the top off, leaving a lip underneath. Went through the same method with the penny stove by crushing the 2 together, but inside I used the middle of the can to sit under this lip and around the indentation, which leaves a chamber right the way round. Couple of slits in the bottom, which you may or may not be able to see, allows the side walls to get filled up with fuel. You light the top, which primes it, and then you've got a load of holes around the outside. This is very, very rough. I literally knocked it up in 5 minutes before I left. Don't know if it's going to work. I do wish to try it. So this is me trying it. You can make them a lot neater. I can safely say that was a success. Didn't use anywhere near as much fuel as I thought it would as well, which is a bonus. There you go, penny stove that supports the stove direct. Similar idea to a Trangia stroke white box stove, mixed in with a penny stove. I'm sure someone's made them before. I'm sure there'll be instructions on YouTube. I winged it, it works. Happy bleeding days. The time is now 4 o'clock, which means I've got half an hour till sunset. Bloody winter nights. So in a bit I'm going to string up my disco lights, have them as non-disco lights, and chill out for the evening. For fodder today I have got pigeon breast and Singapore noodles. Nothing spectacular, but after having that cheap firebox, I've got my hands on a firebox, so I want to see what that's all about. So when it does start getting dark and I'm 100% certain I'm not going to get bothered, that will be my fire for tonight. It's weighty, I've looked at it, I've not used it, it feels good, but we shall see, won't we? I'm getting all posh and everything. So then, wood prepared for the firebox to get it going a bit better for coals and embers. As you can see, I've got the string lights up, made it a bit easier. I've just added little tiny carabiners to hang the shizzle off. I'm all done now really, until I've got to eat. So I'm going to finish off my brew. There's loads and loads of deadfall over here, which is nice and dry. Dead standing even, yeah. As long as there ain't people coming along with their big master dogs, and I can't see it. I have camped here before with a motorbike and made it through that night all right. Fingers crossed. Cuckoo cachoo. Idea campers. Proper peaceful one. Bit dark, innit? Illuminate. Yeah, pretty nippy and all. Gotta say, I'm a bit cold. I'm proper layered up, which is not like me. I don't normally feel the cold. It's only, oh, let's have a look at my phone. Bang on 6 o'clock. So I'm going to give it half hour or so. I haven't even heard so much as a footstep off in the distance, so I think I'll be pretty safe here. And then I'll fire up my stove. Not a great deal to say. Really, really peaceful. Sorry, I've been listening to a debate. Really peaceful. Love a bit of solo camping. Right, it's definitely cold enough. And the time is now probably 7 o'clock, 1:45. I'm going to give this bad boy a go. Really like the look of them, but I'm a tight old bugger and I've never pulled the trigger. But I got it as a gift. Not sent to me to review or anything like that. A gift. So I'll be silly not to, wouldn't I? Right, see how easy you are. Well, of course it weren't upside down. That is quality. Pretty heavy, but you can definitely feel the quality. So I've got here sticks to go on top. Right, let's build the fire. Some small ones. Bigger ones that are smaller, if you know what I mean. Now, do I cheat like buggery and use a little bit of meths to get it going before I start loading her up? I would say yes. I wonder if that's under. Possibly. Right. this will flare right up in my face. See if that takes. I will be taking it out and giving it a proper spanking. I've got some recipes and that I want to try on it. Nice and simple tonight though. I'll grab whatever I can see in my freezer and cupboard and head it on out. Nice size. I'll put this on in a bit. Once I've got a bit of airflow underneath to get it going. A couple of big ones on. Get the charcoal started nice and early. She's chucking out some heat. There's some embers in there. So what I'll do is I'll use that flame to boil up the water, and then the embers should die down enough where I can put my frying pan on and start frying up the, what's it called, pigeon. Yep. Happy with that. You ready? Enter the pigeon. Slicing up the pigeon into bite-sized bits. Maybe slightly bigger than bite-sized because I've got a big fat head. That's kicking off some heat, you know. I'm liking that. I like it a lot. You can definitely see the difference in build quality compared to the other thing I was using, which works. I mean, rather than, I don't know what these are to buy, but the other one was like 12 quid. Short term, I reckon they'll do the same job, but I can't see you needing to replace that as often as you would the cheap one. Cover that in oil. That'll do it. Looked like a lot, not a lot was coming out. Oh, it smells delicious. Naked noodle, also good noodles. Them along with soba and you're golden for camping, unless you want to be cooking up big stuff, which is also great. She's just about coming up on a rolling boil. Some big fat embers down the bottom. Yep, time to change over. Oh, you dick. Put you there, where's my spork? Give you a good stir. That does smell bloody delicious. bit of pig. By pig I mean pigeon. Get her on now. That's cooking up nicely. Gotta love a bit of pigeon. Don't too much longer on that, because I always say it tastes like liver if you overcook it, but I like liver. You know what I mean? Big chunk of meat, nice tasting Singapore noodles. All cooked on me new firebox. Happy bleeding days. Right then, this is where I cock everything up. Yeah, ain't gonna work, is it? Don't you dare drop. That would be bad. Marinate in lemon juices for a couple of minutes and then dig in. No sticking, look, Wildcamping International, thank you very much. It might not look very appetising, but that's a whole lot of meat and noodles. Make use of it while I can, eh? Let's have a little try of this, shall we? Noodles first. They do really taste like Chinese. And that sounds weird, but for cheap noodles, great taste. Bit of pigeon and all. That is something else. Flavour wise, I mean substance wise, it ain't a big steak, ain't a load of roast potatoes or anything like that, but for a meal that's cost no more than £1.50, happy days. Got to stop saying happy days and all. Let's see if they go brighter. Good, aren't they? Lower it down a bit, keep the mood. Kid in a toy shop. Anyway, I'm going to keep feeding this fire, keep it nice and small, keep warm, eat. I'll bring you back later to talk a bit of shit, eh? Well, just went live for an hour and a half. Or just over an hour, I don't know how bleeding long it was. Loving that little firebox, gotta say. It's keeping me warm. Yeah, eats through the wood, but only takes little bits, so you keep going, don't you? All in all, a cracking night. I don't know what else you're going to get out of me until I hit the sack. I've already wasted everything I was going to say by going live. So, if you didn't watch that, you dipped out. Luke, you're fat, in case you watch this one. Alright, see you in hammock.
Get a fire going, chuck a rabbit on. Maybe a wood pigeon will save the bacon grill till morning. And he's gonna try a running somersault, oh no. Beast to cook a roadkill feast for you. Nobby, Nobby, Nobby. You're gonna find him in the woods, gotta wonder what he's up to. Nobby, Nobby, Nobby. Man and pot beast to cook a roadkill feast for you. Nobby, Nobby, Nobby. You're gonna find him in
was a top night. It's only about 11 o'clock now. Joe Rogan o'clock. And yep, the fire's down to embers, all contained in the box. Been properly impressed with the firebox. Just about to turn these green lights off. In fact, I'll do that now from the comfort of my bed. Let's have a little look, see. Wish I could see, but I can't. Which app is it? I should have just clicked on the app. That one. Bing. Boom. Right then, peeps. What to tell you? Food was great. It really is a bit nippy tonight. Don't know how cold. I'm going to say 4, maybe 5. I don't know. I'll have a look in the morning. I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully that star lapse works. Good night.
Hey, look yonder, Henry comes the sheriff. He's carrying a warrant in his hand.
Morning. Proper good night's kip. Just started raining a bit now. Slept right through. I'm busting for a wee. So I'm going to get up, rescue my GoPro and have a lag. Oh. Always good to start a morning off like that. Get a cup of coffee on and all, I reckon. Oh, went back to kip. It's now 7:30. That never happens. Oh, rain's in. I'm meant to be in all day and all. So I'm going to get out. Get that kettle on before I start packing up. Oh yeah. Right, pretty much all packed up now. Just got to finish off my stove and that sort of crap, grab a cup of coffee, sit in the rain under my tarp, and then I'm going to start the yomp out. Cracking night. Didn't hear or see anyone here last night, which is a good sign. Could be a very good spot in the future. Yeah, not a rip roarer, I'm fully aware of that. And for the live chat, I'll try and drag Johnny out soon. Yeah, I'll let him know he's loved. Ah, little Johnny. All right. See you on the way out. Bit of music, bit of B-roll, that sort of jazz. In fact, I'm going to show you the site to show you it's clear anyway. So this ain't the last bit. The last bit will be in a minute. All packed up, all done. Clean as a whistle. Lovely, big old ancient woodland. Happy days. I'm going to see if I can find a different route out. And then, you never know, might make it easier if I come back here again. I'm hoping this rain holds off, because I've got about a 20-minute walk back to the car. Fingers crossed. If you're still here, thanks for sticking around. Until next time, ta-ra!
Beaches in the summertime.